It's just different.
Welcome to the podcast, guys. Hey. Welcome back to Jaded and Evolving. I am your co-hostess, Christian.
And I am your co-hostess, Natasha Soul.
Hey. We're getting comfy and cozy on the couch doing the Truth or Drink Part 2. We got our wine in the place to be, but we're not sponsored by them, so we won't take it.
I was about to say, no.
No. We need some money first.
This one is pretty good, though.
I like this one.
I do like the other one a little bit better because it's sweeter. Or maybe it's because I had gum in my mouth.
The blue bottle?
We had the blue bottle, the dark blue. I almost grabbed that, too, the blueberry.
Mm-hmm. No. I was thinking of another brand. I was thinking of Cupcake.
Oh, no.
No? You were thinking about this one?
Yeah.
We had another one? I thought it was
we had, you didn't have the golden peach. That time.
I started drinking
Anyway,
this on Thanksgiving.
if you drink wine, you probably know which one we're talking about by now.
It's a good time. So, we're going to, first of all, before we go any further, make sure that you follow us on social media. All the social media links will be below. You can check it out. It varies from platform to platform because some of them were taken.
Yes.
But make sure that you're following us. Make sure that you guys are sending us a rating. I get it. I guess Jaded and Evolving, but I wouldn't think of how many other people would have thought of this. Yeah. Make sure that you follow the podcast. Make sure that you rate us on Apple Podcasts so that we can get pushed into an algorithm so that we can quit our jobs and do this full time.
5 stars.
Absolutely, because we need validation.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
Absolutely. Any other church announcements? Make sure that you guys come and see us October 21st and 22nd at Afros and Audios. We are leading the charge and doing all of the media work during that time. So if you got your ticket, make sure that you stop by and see us in our purple and our green. But if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, we're going to put a coupon code down below as well. Click the link, get 15% off your ticket purchase. Shout out to Afros and Audio for that. And make sure that you guys stop past the podcast studio if you're in town in the DMV and looking for a space to record. South Carolinians Media Group and South Carolinians Studios here. Yes. Owner George, we love George. Shout out to George. Thanks for letting us record here. We love you.
Sure do love him.
You do for sure.
And if you are in Baltimore and you know you beat ass in Uno,
yes,
come out to the Uno night here at the studio. I'll also put the link down for that. You could win a TV. You could win a cookie subscription, or you could win a drink bundle from our good ass bartender.
Yeah, we have a house bartender here. There's perks to being here at the studio for sure. So shout out to Deneen. Shout out to Black Women. We want to have her on the show
and Kel's Kitchen.
And Kel's Kitchen. Shout out.
That chicken salad fucking hits.
Absolutely. I think we should maybe start highlighting a couple black businesses. Because we do support black business a lot. Recycling the black dollar. We were just down at...
I was about to say.
Yeah. What was it? Something Diaspora?
I think so, yeah.
Diaspora Soul?
Yes.
I think it was Diaspora.
That sounds
Diaspora
right.
and Soul. That's what it was. Shout out to Diaspora and Soul. Literally right down the street from...
Internet. That's the store that it's in.
Yep. We went down there just walking.
Pronounce it. I hope that's how you pronounce it. I apologize if that's not how you pronounce it.
We met the owner. It was a good time. And I think I don't know if that's his son and his wife or if they're family, whatever.
I don't know. They was running that shit.
Yeah, the food was good. And then they have books and they have herbs. We bought some incense from them.
That's
very holistic. And they're hiring wellness, different practitioners, because it's also a wellness center. It's really nice in there. It's really, really nice. It's a great vibe. So if you guys are in the Baltimore area, in the Hamilton area, stop past, get you some food, get you some books, some herbs, all the good jazz.
Jamaican and American fusion eatery.
It was good.
They have vegan options.
It was good.
So damn good.
So good. You ready to get into these questions, friend?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What are we starting off with? Kick it off.
Let's see. Share a funny or memorable dating experience that taught you something valuable.
You want to go first or you want me to go first?
I asked the question, so you go.
Oh, shit. I think it's when I first started dating women. And I think, first, the lesson in that was women are just as difficult as men.
Yes.
I was young. I was really young. I was still in high school, and I was dating this girl at the time. And
that's where I dated my first girl.
It was something about me being plus size. I think it was just like, I don't know if it was a optics thing. I don't know what it was, but I know that I went over her house for the first time. We hung out, and then I was waiting for my stepmom to come pick me up, and we were waiting out by this apartment complex across from where we lived, and she was like, "Yeah, I have to break up with you," and I was like, "Okay," and she was like, "It's just not working," and I was like, "Okay," and then she bit me. Like, she gave me a hug, she gave me a kiss, and then she bit my face, and she was like, "'Cause we're still friends, right?" And I was like, "No." Because, like, I wanted to know why. Like, why would you... Like, why are we breaking up if it's not... Like, what? And it was an optics thing, you know? Because you're plus size. And I was just like, all right, girl, I hear you. But still wanted to hang out. Still wanted to be friends after the fact. And I mean, like... Skinny? She was very small. I mean, like, and we spoke in the hallways, but it wasn't the same after that. I'll tell you what happened after the fact, like, way, like, years down the line. And you can be like, what the fuck?
She's probably bigger now.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk.
Always. Sure, if I knew memorable dating. I don't know. It's either a lot of young and dumb situations. Okay.
Those are the best.
So, did I talk about the... Here you go. Since we're talking about gay dating. So, it wasn't the first or the second, which is weird because I broke up with the second one because that's when my mom was like, no. Yeah. And then I turned around and got another girlfriend because my sister didn't care if I brought her over. Anyway, so I guess me and her break up and I'm at school and me and her are still cool. Like, we're just like, I guess it's like, it's a lot of, like, on my end because I can't be outwardly gay. Yeah. So we still text and talk and everything because we're still cool. Like, right. So one morning, I'm in high school at the time. I get a call from her phone and I'm like, hey, what's up? And it's not her. It's her girlfriend. Oh. And she was just like, why are you texting my girlfriend in the middle of the night? And I'm just like, who is this? Right. And she was just like, it's such and such girlfriend. And I was just like, how about you ask her why she's texting me back? Right. Because I'm not in a relationship and I didn't even know you existed, to be honest. And I was like, and it's not even like that. So then apparently she hears her talking to me on the phone and she comes against the phone. And she was just like, I literally told... I'm still this way. Right. I wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. Right. I don't check my phone anymore. Mm-hmm. But back then I would pick up my phone and if you had text me, I'm gonna text back. Like, you gonna answer when you answer. So it wasn't like she was obligated to text me back at that time of night. Yeah. So she was just like, I told her sometimes I just text you back because I'm up. Was it sexual? It was regular conversation. Gay dating is complicated. Yeah. There's a lot that you can't do when you're a lesbian as far as having friends is concerned. I really don't. I feel like it's like that in straight dating too. If your partner has a lot of women opposite sex friends. I guess. Because again, did we talk about that on here? Like, if y'all fucking and you bring me around that person. If y'all were fucking and you bring me around that person, if you fucked once maybe, but when you fucked a lot, when y'all were together, like if y'all lived in the same house, no longer in the same house. Why? What? Like, damn. Y'all too fucking close. I don't like that. I think lesbian relationships move quick as shit though. So she probably was angry after like 2 weeks of some bullshit, to be honest with you. It's not my favorite thing to do dealing with women, especially because... And correct me if I'm wrong, but women relationships seem to linger. So, like, I could stop talking to you this week, but then next week, because you're lonely or it's kind of the same thing with men, but
it's a different slide back in. Like, it's like, do you want to go get pedicures? Do you want to go grab a drink real quick? And now,
go to Target?
Yeah, and now we in the house licking each other's coochies. Like, you knew what she was doing, but I knew what I was doing when I responded. I just feel like women move so fucking fast.
And that's how guys are too, but they do it differently. They're not about to go get no mani-pedi. They about to come over there with some food. You want to watch a movie? Like, I heard it's a really good movie on Netflix or something.
I feel like that just shows how low the expectations are for men, like how low the bar really is.
Because at least I'm going outside with her.
Yeah, and then she's gonna fit the bill. She's gonna pay for it. All my shit at Target.
Because she called me.
Because she called me.
And she knows dating etiquette.
Women court women way better. They court women. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I have been courted way better by women the first time.
Yeah.
Than a man.
For sure.
I've been courted. I'm talking well, like vacation well.
Even after I hadn't been with those same girls, it's like they still court better.
Yes, they still fact. Even trying to get you back.
Like, it's not even trying to get me back. It's like just as friends. I guess we're like, it still feels like they're courting me, but it's like we're literally just on a friends basis. Like, I come over there and it's like, oh yeah, I cooked.
Oh, okay.
And I'd be like, oh shit, like yeah.
I don't really. People, once I break up with them, they're dead to me. No matter like male or female. This relationship currently is one of the only relationships that I would even spend a block on. It just don't be worth it to me. Like, because I feel really dumb after breakups, investing all this time in a person, whatever. I just am like, why am I going back? Like, why are we talking again? Why are we fucking again? Now I gotta start this whole process of trying to separate myself from you all over again. So, and I'm not good at that. So I feel like knowing me and knowing the lack of discipline that I have when it comes to people I really like fucking, I'm not.
I think the only thing with me is that, so the relationship I'm in now is like my first true relationship as an adult. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I don't know how I would react as an adult. Yeah. But before, because I was young and like just trying to figure out, like trying to get closure and all that other dumb shit, I would just let it linger.
That whole going back for closure, I'm just dropping your stuff off. I'm just, as a young person,
And I feel like for me to be the person that would usually like break up with the person, I feel like I was doing too much afterwards. Because I'm just like, why the fuck? If they want to be with me, how about they show it? Yes. Because apparently I broke up with this person for a reason.
Like, and me continuously talking to you, you're not taking me serious. No. Yeah. So, I can feel that.
You can dig it.
I can dig it. What's the most embarrassing text message or social media post you've ever sent while intoxicated?
I'm not. You say social media.
Mm-hmm. Social media or text message.
Oh, okay, great. So, with the partner that I have now, I was over a friend's house and I had bought Mad Dog 2020.
Oh my God.
Because I was like, I want to try this. Like, I don't understand. And so me and my friend had like down like maybe, I don't know if we finished the whole bottle or not, but I was spending the night over that day. And I was texting this man, like we were just sending gifts back and forth. Because that's what we did that a lot back then. And I went to the bathroom and I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to fall down these stairs. And I sent him a picture of it. He was like, are you okay? I was like, no. I was just like, I'm standing here contemplating my own life. Like, I'm not going to make it. And then I made it down the stairs. I had to go down another flight of stairs because that's where we were sleeping. And I was just like, that's crazy. And then we kind of like, is this supposed to be embarrassing or?
It said embarrassing.
I feel like that was pretty embarrassing because it's just like you never see me drunk and like now I'm over here just sending you the craziest shit.
So it was more fresh in the relationship, which made it embarrassing. Yeah, no, I could dig it.
And then we start sending like flirty gifts back and forth, and it was like getting hot and steamy with the gifts.
Wait, how do you get?
They have some very weird gifts when you put in certain stuff. I'm not like once you put kissing in there, it's like
I'm not
any type of kissing.
I'm not typing in the right stuff.
No. No.
Embarrassing.
Like once you type in cuddle.
Okay.
Or snuggle.
Okay.
It look real. It's never like nude.
That's
but
what I'm
it just
looking
look
for.
Real frisky.
Okay. I'm going to try that kiss and cuddle. Okay. I got to keep that one in mind. Embarrassing. I think it had to be during my whole phase. A lot of embarrassing shit happened during my whole phase. Yeah, I was talking to this guy. We'll call him Z. And I've met him on Tinder. Tinder, yeah.
About this one?
No, I don't know if we're talking about this one. I met him on Tinder, and it moved really quick. It was kind of like we already know what both of us are, messaging about. Like, I'm trying to fuck. So he gave me his address. Yeah. I went to a lot of niggas' houses real fast in my whole phase. Like, same. Somebody could have chopped me the fuck up. But I
did a lot of people over. And I was like, what the fuck? Now people got my address. This is what my mom was talking about. She was just like, stop talking to these fucking people online. Yeah.
Anyway. We were texting back and forth. He gave me his phone number, and I'm in the car. I'm driving there. I'm texting him where still that hot steamy. Like, can't wait to see you. Like, I'm fucking you. Blah blah blah. And then he finally sends me like a picture, like a nude almost. Oh shit. And he's shaped so weird. Like, in the position he was in. Like, he was a good-looking guy. Okay. But he wasn't just in, like, this, like, slouching position. Immediately, I was turned off. So, it's like, how do I get myself out of this situation? Because now I don't want to go over there. I was on my way. Like, I was on my way over there. And I'm like, I don't really want to go over there now. He could have made it up. So, I thought he was. So, I went. Here I go. I'm there. Everything's good. We kissing. Da-da-da. We lasted maybe a minute and a half.
You told me about this one.
We lasted a minute and a half. I don't know if he was more embarrassed. Like, I'm sure he was embarrassed. But I was more so embarrassed because it was one of the first instances in my whole phase. And I was like, I can't even do this shit right. I can't even be a hoe correctly. Like, I can't even have these, like, hot, steamy sexual moments because I'm too busy dealing with jackasses. But I think that was probably the most... Like, one of the most embarrassing ones was, like, I came all the way to fuck over here and drunk as fuck. Like, don't drink and drive, people. But I had a couple shots. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck this man. Got all the way over there and literally... I was still drunk by the time I left because it didn't last that fucking long. He wasn't that type. Not at that point. It took maybe, like, 2 other times, which is a conversation within itself. It took, like, another 2 times of us fucking. But once I gave him hit, it was just kind of like... I ain't even trying to fuck. I'm just trying to get the hit for real. And it's like, boy, what you think this is?
Excuse me? Did he last long with the head?
I only gave him head like once. I'm a firm believer in...
I'm not about to put my mouth you if you I'm not a
sexual people pleaser. Like, I people please more in just like everyday action than I do sexually. I'm not sucking a bunch of dick. Like, I'm not even, like, in quantity or in quality. Like, I'm not sucking a bunch of dick.
I feel that.
Because once I start sucking dick, now it's going to be like an expectation. Like, all right, bitch, now you got to come over here and give me this head. Like, that neck too good for me tonight. And that's just, I don't want those problems. And I don't like to toot my horn about it, but if I had old text messages from, like, way back in the day, you would see that, like, 75% of them are just like, you coming over, you trying to give me head, trying to suck some dick, and it's like, no, I'm not trying to suck no dick. Even now, like, my fiance now is like, you trying to suck some dick? And I'm like, for you I will, but I'm not really.
This nigga was pulling out the grapefruit.
I have, but not on like no random ass man.
Oh, it's just not.
It's just a good time. I guess I'm a good time. I guess I'm a good time.
Okay. Let's see. What's the most valuable lesson you've learned from a friendship or sisterhood with other black women?
Oh, that black women can be so mean. Women in general can be so mean. But I think specifically because I'm a black woman can be so mean. Colorism is such a terrible thing, right? I remember being younger and having that feeling of like darker women, but not in a way where it was like, oh, she black as fuck on it. I love dark skinned women growing up, but I was met with so much, like, I don't think you can be colorist to lighter women for some reason. I feel like that whole, oh, she thinks she better than somebody because she got light eyes. I never ran into that. I ran into this red bone ass bitch, this, like, she thinks she prettier than somebody. And I didn't even know where that stemmed from. And it's funny that we're having this conversation because nothing to do with that, but to do with like black women being so mean. I remember having a roommate when I was younger and her just being very demeaning. Like, I felt so pretty at one point in my life and she was very like, shut your ugly ass up or shut your, and I don't know why I felt
she like
so
laugh after saying it.
yeah.
Like,
She was such a passive aggressive roommate. Like, I literally wrote a letter to her yesterday just trying to free myself from this during this retrograde of just being like, I let you break me at some point, because she was everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Like, every time that I was doing something, or if me and my boyfriend was doing something, she would be in the car. She was everywhere. Every time I wanted to hang out with friends,
trying to be me.
And that's what it was. Honest to God. It wasn't until I had a conversation with my dad years down the line after that whole situation where he brought that up to me. And I was just like, I really allowed that to break me. And that in turn made me a very mean and hateful woman to other women. Yeah. And I owe a few women an apology. Like, I know that I do. And if I ever got the chance to have those conversations, I most definitely would. But women can be really fucking mean. Like, especially when maybe they're intimidated. And for the life of me, I'm not one of those people where it's like, I got haters and I got this. Yeah, no. So for somebody to feel that way about me really shocked the fuck out of me, because it was like, what did I do?
Right.
What did I do for you to hate me? And it was just me showing up every day as my authentic self. I lost friends because of her. I lost family because of her. And it's like, there's nothing I can do to get that back. There's nothing I can do to change my behaviors back then or anything like that. I've grown from it. Yeah. But nonetheless, I'm just like, the universe has kept her and I so separate for a real reason, because I have some true disdain, like real malice in my heart for somebody who I allowed to break me that bad. So I just believe in that. And even the situations that I went through, because she was a catalyst to those situations. It's just like, I didn't have to go through none of that. I didn't have to lose out on people like I did. And then I look at the role that I played in that. Like, we can be really fucking mean to each other.
For sure.
And there's just no fucking reason. So that's what I learned, unfortunately. There's beauty in that, but we could talk about that all day long. I think we don't talk about the cliques that come sometimes in black women, and how we exclude certain types of black women because they don't fit a certain, status, or we can just be really mean.
I definitely had that same issue in high school, like 9th grade. This girl, she literally, like, it was weird because I was just like, when you look at it, I'm like, you have a certain confidence that I do not. Yes. But you think that I do.
Girl.
But you think that I do because you feel like I might look better than you. Because she was a bigger girl. Yeah. Like.
Projected insecurities.
She was a bigger girl. Yeah. And at that time, people got weird ass body shapes.
Yes.
She had the big back. Like.
Same.
Flat back.
Same situation.
Big flat back.
Peter Griffin butt. Like, same situation, girl.
And I'm just like, for real, yo? Mm-hmm. Who's her name?
We'll talk. But it's like, I love you though, like, cause you was my homegirl. I didn't even see you that way. I didn't see you that way until I started to not fucking like you. That's when I realized how nasty you really were. Hygiene wise, spirit, all that just nasty.
But yeah, like, she tried to play me in front of like the whole class.
I hate everything about it.
And I was just like, I want to beat this big bitch up.
I'm triggered. Cause why?
And I'm only in 9th grade. I was like, bitches still bullying people in 9th grade though. Grow like, we still bully people in high school. Like, what the fuck? Yep. Cause you think that I think that I'm higher and mighty.
Cause you think
I was ugly as hell in middle school. So this little glow up, I haven't even set into it.
I still got a complex behind it. I don't even know who the fuck I am right now. This don't even feel real.
I push myself out of the glow up. I mean, I feel like I look attractive, but I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, if I would have really been, I would have kept up with. Yeah.
We could talk about that all day long. They do.
And I'm like, I don't even do nothing. I just try to sit here. I was way quieter in high school. Like, one of those kids that I wouldn't sit in the back. I would sit like in the middle. Yeah. I wore glasses back then too. I was like, I can't see shit from back here.
Right.
But even when I would sit in the back or all the way to the side, like, I would still stay to myself. niggas had crushes on me. I was just like,
and just oblivious.
What? You like me? Like, the fuck do you like me for? I don't understand. And it's like,
yeah, I hate everything about it.
People be mean as
projected, but it's projected insecure. I did nothing to. I think I'm looking in the mirror and not even liking what I see, and you are finding reasons to hate me because you think I see something that you see.
Think I'm better than
I'm
you.
trying to see what the fuck you see.
You think I'm better than you, and that's your problem.
That's a you problem, honey. And why are we going through this when I'm like 19? I'm 19. Why are we going through this? Why am I having these type of problems? Especially, but I also think about the fact, like, what did I do? That has been a pondering thought for a very long time. What did I do?
Nothing. Be your authentic self, like you said. And some people don't know what that is in themselves. Some people don't really
can't embrace that.
See that. They're like, who am I?
But I hope she's doing well now. Honest to God, I don't wish any ill feelings. I really hope that they dealt with that. Describe a time when you've been a source of inspiration or support to another Black woman.
Actually, right when I moved out of my dad's house, my little sister wrote me a letter.
Oh.
And she was just like, I see you show your emotions. And she was just like, and I wish I could do that. She was just like, you show your emotions so authentically. Like, you don't let anything hold you back. When you're sad, you're sad. When you're mad, you're mad. When you're happy, you're happy. You don't feel like you have to put on a mask for anybody. And she was just like, and I really wish I could do that. Because this is like my stepsister. So like, she already ingrained in what my stepmom showed her. And I was just like, this whole time I'm thinking I'm being like a sensitive ass bitch because that's what I've been told. Why are you so sensitive?
But that's a strength.
Why are you feeling so?
Yeah.
Because I'm in tune with my emotions and you got your shit all up your ass.
And you never know who's looking at you. That's wild. That's a beautifully wild thing though.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It was just like, I never thought that. Like, I thought she showed her emotions pretty well, but apparently she has some stuff going on inside. And I'm like, I feel that.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I've been teaching for a while, so I think that's where a lot of it comes from. I'm pretty sure in my younger years, I was probably inspiring to somebody, but I was so in my head about myself that I don't even know how the fuck I could have been an inspiration. But once I started healing and then using my healing as teaching is when I could see, and you get reviews, you get emails, you meet people in person. Yes. And I think once I started like speaking on panels and meeting people different places, just like the emails you get back, I left this friendship because I realized, in Sacral Circle, I was teaching Sacral. So Sacral Circle was a 6-week course that I was teaching every October for really 2 years. I was going to do it this year, but I decided against it. Well, 3 since the pandemic. So 2020 through 2022. Just the women that were in my classes. It was a lot of, you really inspired me to do this. There are women who went on to start businesses and write books and just different things, have children, like change their lifestyle. So I think those are the most meaningful moments for me because teaching is important to me. And so knowing that I'm doing this correctly and living in my purpose, I look forward to those emails. I look forward to reviews after panels and things like that because that's how you know you're doing it right. In my opinion, that's how I know I'm doing it right.
I definitely feel that. Let's see. What's a hobby or talent you have that might surprise the listeners?
That might surprise y'all? Okay. I have the ability to take shit too far creatively. So think like Key and Peele. So you know how you see, like Dave Chappelle. So remember how you would see those skits and be like, how the fuck did somebody's brain come up with these storylines?
No, I completely
My brain goes there 100%. Like it would be, if I decided to start like a Cleveland show, a Family Guy, a Simpsons, it would be very easy for me to find these.
Pull shit out your ass.
I would be able to pull some of the most dark comedic shit.
You know, people love
just
dark
out
humor.
of my.
So
I have probably
South Park.
I have one of the darkest fucking humors in the history of probably whoever. I can probably make anything funny. Like if I decided to get up on stage and be a stand-up comedian, I could do it just fine.
I think that dark humor it makes me uncomfortable around people. But when I'm by myself, I'm like, that was funny. Like, it was just, but like around people, I'm like, oh, damn. But deep down inside, I'd be like,
I try not to do it because I don't know what offends people. So that's why I don't do it in public.
And it don't be like the really dark stuff. It just be like kids tripping.
No, it'd be like
falling on their face.
Like helmets, slow buses, suicide. Like I can get dark.
Oh yeah, the suicide.
Yeah,
it's always funny.
Yeah, I can get
of all, because we've been there.
Yeah,
I feel like
I can get really dark. It can get really inappropriate. I just don't, because again, I don't know what offends people. Yeah. I have no idea what offends people.
You're like,
but if you tell me that you want to laugh about something, I can make it funny. I was doing it earlier today. So I have this thing where I like to make fun of white people, right? But not like
I had a moment today too.
Like the cliche, stereotypical, like the trailer park grandmom, or like the 600-pound life, like the valley girl, pumpkin spice basic bitch. I can create these storylines and it's hilarious. I was doing this thing earlier with Yul, my fiance, and he finds it funny because I start pretending to be like this white grandmother named Meemaw, and I do like the whole like
get that possum out of my kitchen right now.
No, like way darker than that. Like she lives so the storyline is like she lives in a trailer park. She loves black people. Like you better not say shit about black people, but she still uses the N-word, like
now,
the hardy
R. No way that you brought that baby up in here when I knew you was dating
out the mouth.
Cletus.
Like,
and that's your cousin.
So like earlier I was going, listen, Jimmy, I want you to go to school today, and I want you to make sure that they turn the lights up on you so we can get that one front tooth in the front, because that's all you got. You know, Meemaw wants to see that front tooth in your front photos because your mother was a crack whore, but we don't talk about your mother because she's a Satanist, and your dad is a bum, but he was a white woman lover, and I love niggers, so we just make it happen. Okay, little Jimmy? Put on your helmet, get on your little slow bus, stop licking the windows. And Yul thinks it's the funniest fucking thing in the world, and it's so random when I do it. So he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's fucking hilarious.
It is an ongoing thing for me. Like I have a whole storyline about Meemaw.
We should do that. We just go back and forth, see where it ends.
We could probably do that for hours.
For sure. The way that I be having dialects going.
Yes. We could do it for hours.
Because the white bitch said,
yes.
And then blah, 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 and then do.
Yes.
I love doing that shit.
We can do it.
I be fucking.
Get fried and just start storylines? Yes. We should just have like our own little show.
Other than this. Yeah.
Yes. What's a hobby or talent? Ooh, somebody's calling.
Somebody with the same name as you, my nephew.
Oh, that's a good man.
I used to take pole classes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to like really climb up the pole.
Yes.
And stuff like that.
We should do like a vlog. We should do it. We should go again.
We should. I told you we gotta go. We gotta go to that and the sex club.
Mm-hmm.
We can't record in there though.
I know. I do want to go in there. I heard they be hanging people from their buttholes. I just want to see. I don't know what the fuck be going on in there.
My butthole just twitched.
Just
it was just like.
That's what happens when they wax your butthole. It's like a kiss.
At the place.
I gotta go. I missed my appointment the other day.
Let me see. Oh, I chose that one. So.
Have you ever had a crush on someone in the group, and what did you do about it?
In what group?
Just in general, I guess like maybe a crush in like your friend group, and you never said anything.
Not gonna say that.
No, really? I had a crush on one of my friends. Shout out to Terrence. I had a crush on him.
Not
like,
saying the
I
name.
can say because it's not something. It's something that we talked about once we got older.
Yeah.
But he was a kid in our neighborhood, and he was so cute to me.
Aww.
But I was so like boyish, and we had gotten so close that it was like I'm not shooting my shot.
Now.
Yeah, and then he just like really girly girls. I thought he had a thing for like I thought he had a thing for like really light girls. He had a thing for white girls. So it was just something I was seeing often. His brother was like on the football team. They were popular. He was German and black, so he had this thing girls like, but that was the homie. And then when we got older, I just remember telling him like, I had the biggest crush on you as a kid, and he was like, that's crazy because I had the biggest crush on you as a kid. And it was like, oh, that's wild. But we know for sure that wouldn't have gone no fucking way. But shout out to Terrence. I think he got married and all other kinds of shit, but I hope he's doing well. Yeah, I remember that I would like, we would hang out after school and shit, and I'd just be so just like giddy around him. But it's like, girl, get yourself together. You look like fucking Cleo from Set It Off to this man. Just get your shit together, sis.
Hey, yo. Set It Off. Yeah, I never had like a crush on somebody in the group. Again, because my self-esteem was like so low in high school. It was basically like my school, it wasn't a lot of boys.
Right.
Vivian T. Thomas Medical Arts Academy did not have a lot of boys.
But it was a small school in general.
It was like a good, yes. And it's like probably 2 boys per grade.
It was mostly girls at y'all school for sure.
So I didn't have a lot of options, and I couldn't, and I didn't see, I saw other girls in that way, but I was just like, this is my personal secret right now. So I had a crush on at least each one of them for at least a week, and I was like, no, you ugly now.
I feel you. Anybody that I wanted to date,
shit, that person is really nice to me. I got a crush on them. Like, it was very sad.
I see what you're saying.
It was sad.
Yeah. Anybody that I necessarily like wanted to date, I dated, but I dated within my friend group too. So I had a very large friend group growing up. That was just our thing. You know, one kid bring another kid in, and then it's a gang of y'all. So I had like my friend group from school. I had a friend group from like friends I saw because I, went in the city to see like my city friends because I lived all the way in Hartford County. So, I had those friends on the weekend. So I had like multiple friend groups. So I just dated in the groups, because we was always seeing each other. Why the fuck would I not date my friend? And when you a kid, dating means something totally different. Like, we might have kissed every now and then, maybe share some ice cream or something, split
share. Share stuff.
Yeah,
that's the
Chinese
person
food.
you share stuff with more than everybody
else.
You
hold hands and shit, but like, y'all ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, no.
So it was a lot of that. It was a whole lot of that.
Let's see. Oh shoot. Share a moment when you challenged societal beauty standards or embraced your natural self.
I did a boudoir photo shoot during the pandemic.
Damn, during?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah, shit. Yeah.
I was gonna host this she treat. Had this whole retreat going where I was gonna host. Worked alongside my friend Tanisha, Dion, and BJ to create this whole thing. BJ leading the cause, booked the Airbnb, all this shit. Fucking world shut down. But we couldn't get the money back for the Airbnb. So when we got there, Dion being a photographer.
Because they should have.
What can you do?
They put those policies in after when it was too late.
Yeah.
Like, nobody gives a fuck anymore.
So we were already shooting Tanisha's book cover. So Dion was like, I got the camera. And I was like, I've always wanted to do like a, semi-new photo shoot. She was like, shit, we got this house. Like, why not? And it started something from there with doing a lot. I did the shots for a photo shoot in 2021 in Detroit. So nice. I just pulling my titties out, having my ass out. Like, I think when you're plus size, a lot of people don't assume that you even remotely like your body because you have all these rolls and cellulite and whatnot. And it can be edited out, but I want to keep all that shit. Like, this is who I am. So I just embraced a lot of that. I'll post a couple of the photos on on our social media, the ones I can post without us getting flagged, so that people can see it. But absolutely, shout out to DC by D Marie, shout out to Dago BJ, because they led the creative cause. Even Tanisha, like her being half nude on her cover. I hang out with a lot of plus size women who don't have a problem with showing off their bodies, but I think that's a time where, because even when I posted them online, when I made the ebook called Adipose, I think a lot of people were just kind of like, this fat bitch got like her whole everything out, and it's like, yeah, I do. And y'all lucky I can't put my pussy on the internet, because I would probably do that too. It's my fucking body. It's not
Right.
going nowhere. No matter how much I work on it, the shit's still right here. So I'm not gonna wait till I lose 100 pounds to take
you
photos.
Gotta love yourself
No.
now in order to love yourself when you lose it.
You know me. I be making sex tapes and all kinds of shit. I'm always challenging societal. Fuck society. Pull the titties out. Pull the ass cheek out. Get the cellulite. Make sure you get the crevice right here. Fuck. What about you?
I think the first time that I like cut all my hair off and decided to like go natural. Because at the time I didn't really see a lot of natural people. Like my sister was natural at the time. And I was just like, oh well, you know, I've been getting perms for such a long time, and you know, I'm out of high school.
Yeah.
Just gonna shave this shit off. So I got a mohawk at first because like my hair was already like natural, and I had got it like it had grew out like big bush. So I was like, I'm gonna cut the sides off and dye it. So I had a mohawk, and I was like, bruh, the sides is looking crazy. So got it all. I wasn't bald, but it was like a really short cut. And I was just like
a 1 or 2.
Yeah. And I was just like, my little egghead. Like I just liked it a lot.
I love when women shave their head.
I love like getting my head rubbed when it's short.
I love a woman with a short hair. I'm just like, bring your bald head ass over here, girl, with your pine it. I absolutely love it. I think black women look beautiful with no hair.
True. And now with me doing the locks, I was just like, it's only up from here.
Thank you. You're welcome.
It's only up from here.
Absolutely. I think black women specifically, are very versatile in just their style.
Yeah.
So I just love to see black women who push it, whether it be hair color, hairstyle, haircut, whatever. Do all that shit. Embrace it. I love it. I love a woman with locks. I love a woman with a good weave. Like, girl, who sold that shit? And who put that wig on their head? Look at that.
That shit is melted.
Something about bleaching and not. I don't even know what the fuck that is, girl. She bleached them bitches. Yes, girl. Not where? Not over there.
Right.
Shit. I like it. I like it a lot.
I should dye my hair blue again. I was just like, yeah, I can see that.
Start playing up with colors. Yes, I like it.
And I had purple. I was just doing all type of shit.
Just be doing shit. I mean, it's hair. It's gonna grow back. I hope it grow back. You know, but
and if it don't, I've cut it before. I don't give a fuck. I will rock a baldy.
I love it. What's a book, movie, or TV show that you believe every black millennial woman should watch or read?
So as you know, I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks lately. So even though I have not read it yet, it was recommended to me by my therapist. It's called We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rogers. She is a black woman, I believe. She looks mixed, but whatever. And it's a woman's guide to earning more, building wealth, and gaining economic power.
Ooh.
And so I really feel like that's going to be my, like, after listening to this, if you don't get it together, you got all the tools. But that book, and let me go back to the list. What else have I listened to? There are so many good ones. I'll just say authors at this point. Zora Neale Hurston and Toni Morrison.
Oh, for sure.
Those in your repertoire. Like, I felt so bad because I hadn't listened to or read any of their books at first, but listening to them, I was just like, I had been missing out on a lot.
It's I think they're like the Issa Rae of the Gen X generation as far as it's concerned. And I think that those are the books where when you're still growing up somewhat traditionally black, you need those books. Like, you need
them. It's going to give you especially if you're from the city, it gives you that, it always gives you that country feel.
It's comfort.
It's southern. It gives you that southern feel, and you're just like, oh shit. There's like a whole world outside of
that I had no idea. And it's to me, it was very comforting to know that, one, these have been problems that have been ongoing for a very long time. They just looked a little different. But two, it made me realize that, like, those women authors are so successful in telling these stories based on their experiences. You know, like, this isn't their full story, but there's little snippets and tidbits. There's a lot of lessons in books, especially. And
people tried to tear them down, like Zora Neale Hurston. when she passed away, she was broke.
Yeah.
Toni Morrison, they really tried to push her out.
They're still trying to push out those books. They don't want people to read Toni Morrison's books.
Specifically in schools.
But it's so raw and real. Love, sex, relationships, money, finance, challenging religion, questioning generational trauma and curses that have been passed down from your mama, menstrual cycles. All that shit is incorporated. One book.
Depression.
Listen, one book that
Girl.
I really think every black woman should read is Coffee Will Make You Black by April Sinclair. Baby, every question that in between the ages of like 13 and 17, right? I feel like if your daughter is in 8th grade and she's starting to ask those more like pivotal, not hard-hitting questions, but like, Mommy, why does my hair curl like this and that light-skinned girl hair don't curl like this? Or, you know, like, Mommy, why do I have to have a menstrual cycle? That is one of those books where you just kind of got to let them read it, and whatever questions come from it, you can gauge it from there. It is a great book. I read it my 7th grade year. It was actually... shout out to Mrs. Billups. She was my librarian at the school at the time. She was a white woman, but she thought that that was a book that I just had to read. And because she allowed me to read it, it definitely is probably for somebody a little bit older, maybe like a 9th or a 10th grader. But I think given my mindset at the time, it was perfect for me. And given the circumstances of my household at that time, it was almost like learning the lessons that nobody was teaching me.
Yeah.
So I think especially for like single moms, if you ain't got nobody else around you, like you really don't have a tribe, that's one of those books that you should definitely read for yourself, because it'll probably help you in the way that you're raising your daughter. So Coffee Will Make You Black by April Sinclair. I really like that book. Really love that book.
I have saved it to the list.
Mm-hmm.
You asked that one. Let's see. We'll do 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did we do this one already?
Which one?
What's the most embarrassing text message or social media post you've ever? Okay. So we can do one more, because then it'll be time. I think. Anyway, let's see. What's the wildest party or event you've ever attended, and what made it unforgettable?
Oh. The wildest. Probably the whole situation in Atlanta when I hosted that after party. I hosted this after party for this podcast back in 2019, right? During my whole phase.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. And the nigga was getting basically chewed out by his girlfriend, who I didn't know was his girlfriend. I got choked in the kitchen. Like, it was a good time. It was a really good time. That was probably one of the wildest nights of my life. But it was worth it. I wore lingerie out in public. Like, I'm talking whole, like, lace ass out, satin robe, high heel, out in public. Like, walking around. It was well worth it, though. Very fun time.
Did anybody try to pick you up?
A lot of people tried to pick me up. And that was one of those moments where I told myself, I mean, it doesn't matter now, but I told myself I will never be loyal to a nigga that's not loyal to me again, because I missed out on so much dick that weekend trying to be faithful to a nigga who was not faithful to me. So that's what I learned. Like, don't put your pussy on ice when his dick hot and ready. Like, you still got to pop that coochie. You never know. So that was, what about you?
I went to a college party when I wasn't even, like, in college. It was at Stevenson.
They throw some parties.
And I went up there with a friend that was... We were a part of the same religion. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, how are we going to this party? We supposed to both be reading the Bible.
Absolutely not.
But I wasn't thinking about that. And it's like college. Like,
yeah,
nobody be thinking about that. Like, unless you really, like, was a part of a cult or something. You're like, I gotta, people watching me.
Right.
So we went to this party. And of course, I'm like, am I underage drinking? Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm underage drinking. Of course, duh. But I think I was just so, like, inebriated that it was, like, kind of like what happens now when I'm, like, too high. Like, I keep thinking, like, oh, shit, what if they leave me at this party? Like, I need to be really close to the people that I came here with, because they might leave me. I don't know why I was thinking that, but I was just, like, it was just crazy. And I was just looking around, walking around, just staying to myself. I was just like, I don't belong here. But it was crazy in there. The blue light on the side.
Yeah.
Niggas like, hey. And my ex-girlfriend at the time, she went to Stevenson too. So after I came from that party, I had texted her and I was like, hey, I'm going to go hang out with my friend. We fucked.
Period.
I didn't like it though. She used a strap on. So then she just ate the box. I was like, stop.
Yeah.
Like in the middle, I was like,
girl strokes.
I was just like, it wasn't even the strokes. It was the dildo. Like it hurt. I was like,
they be trying to get them like massive ones out there. Yes.
So then she just ate the box and we kind of like cuddled. And I was like, we shouldn't do this ever again. And she was just like, agreed. It was like weird. I was just like, I appreciate us being that close to be like, yeah, that wasn't it. That wasn't our big one.
I used to go to some wild ass parties at Coppin when I went to Coppin.
That was like my first and last college party. Like I ain't never been to another like.
The wildest college party I ever went to, I went to Coppin and they got into a fight afterwards. And I watched a crackhead pick up a lamp and crack one of the kids with it. It was the wildest fucking thing. Them niggas was outside fighting. We got in a car. We was doing like 90 up the street. We was on, I don't even remember what street that is. Oh my God. It's right past the new science. But child, it just was a time. All right. It was a time. That was a wild ass night. I took a shower with all my clothes on. What? It just was a thing. It was a thing that night. Girl, I was in the shower fully clothed. I'm talking socks was wet, clothes was wet. I was fucked up. I drank so much jungle juice. Back then, they used to put the jungle juice. They probably
in the big tub.
And you just take your cup. Everything's sticky.
Some people doing it in the trash can if you wipe. It's a fresh trash can, not a used one. Yeah. They get it from Home Depot.
I want to have like one wild ass party. But I gotta mentally prepare myself. Maybe a wild ass brunch because I wanted to be asleep by 8 o'clock. Yeah. I thought I was gonna party while I was in Atlanta, but the whole time I just went to sleep. I want to
get an Airbnb and do something like that. Like we go out to brunch and then we come back and we just all take a nap.
Absolutely.
It could be a cuddle fest, but if you're not into that, that's fine too. That's like, what the beds are there for. Like they have a big ass one of those big ass couches that like come out like it's basically like a bed and stuff. And yeah.
Do you want it to be like co-ed or just like just women?
You know I don't like niggas.
I know. I'm saying like was your significant other coming or we were just like inviting friends? Are people paying for a ticket? Like what we doing?
Just women.
We'll figure it out. If this is an actual thing you want to do, we'll figure it out. Because why not?
I would like to be people that I know.
Yeah, oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, that doesn't mean they still don't pay. Like, pay for their part of the room. Something.
Oh, hell yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. We appreciate you guys for stopping by and coming to kick it with us here on the couch. I know it was a little different kind of seeing us kind of sit like this, but...
And really talk.
We thought that a truth
I feel like that really helped.
It does.
Us looking at each other, into each other's souls.
Absolutely.
Into the pits.
It takes the edge off of podcasting. Yeah. But make sure you guys follow the pod at Jaded Evolving, Jaded and Evolving. Just click the fucking links, okay?
Click the link for real. Everything is there. Make
sure you guys come out to the Uno night. Make sure you guys come and record here. But above all, make sure that you guys are following us, rating the pod.
Please
and
rate
just
us.
Keeping in touch, right? Comments, all that good shit. We post clips every week.
Thumbs up the videos.
Everything comes out on Wednesdays. Come check us out. We appreciate it. Where can the people find you specifically?
Natasha Soul _
Mm-hmm. You can follow me at DEMCHAKRAS. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.